with work on the underpass project along Natalio Bacalso Ave going full blast, Cebu City Mayor Tomas Osmina has finally been given a chance to implement what has become an obsession in his current term, ban private cars from certain roads. The mayor has announced that private cars won't be allowed to use that road starting Monday, December 4th, from 7 to 10 in the morning and from 4 to 8 in the afternoon, or during peak hours. The mayor actually talked about this kind of traffic management months ago before work on the P638 million project started. Reporters had asked him about allowing public utility vehicles, PUVs, to use the Cebu South Coastal Road once implementation of the project starts. That was when the mayor said that it would even be better to give the road to the PUVs and ban private vehicles there. He will now have his way in Natalio Bacalso Ave. Here's the mayor's logic based on what he told reporters on Monday: the private car is carrying only one person and occupies so much space on the road, so I will give favor to ordinary commuters. These are the people who have to go to school or report for work on time. The logic is actually what we Cebuanos call tinamban. It's not scientific, so it has holes. Like, how many cars carry only one person per trip? Some private vehicles carry entire families. Okay, private cars carry less people than PUVs, I will have to concede that. But some PUVs, like taxis, sometimes travel with only their drivers on board. I am not vehemently arguing the mayor's logic. What I am just saying is that it isn't based on a scientific study. Having said that, I agree that everything else being equal, favoring the PUVs is good. But what would its effect be on the traffic situation in Natalio Bacalso Ave and the other roads in the southern part of the city? In favoring the PUVs during peak hours, the Cebu City Transportation Office, CCTO, has to require private vehicles to map out a detour route. Would those detour routes be wide enough to accommodate the volume of private vehicles using them? This is why the tinamban approach is worrisome. Because of the lack of study on the ratio of private vehicles as opposed to PUVs using Natalio Bacalso Ave. On a given day or during peak hours, the danger is that a big bulk of the traffic would be detoured to routes that may not be able to accommodate the volume of private vehicles going there. Knowing Osmina, I am sure that he has already calculated the pokey points he would earn from ordinary folks commuting on PUVs as opposed to the criticisms he would get from owners of private vehicles. In Osmina's current term, he has been finding ways to win over the masa to his side, farmers in the city's mountain barangays, abal-abal drivers in the lowlands, the elderly, etc. All with eyes on the 2019 elections. He probably thinks he can afford to alienate himself from the rich as long as he gets the bulk of the votes of ordinary folk. I agree the elections are still more than a year away. But for the mayor, the political strategizing actually started on day one of his term.